Okay, sweet peas, I need you to look in the description of this YouTube video for videos that will literally show the following method being utilized around me everywhere I go, every single day for the last year and a half. Everywhere I go, non-stop. If you look in the description of this YouTube video, you will find at least YouTube titles that you can copy and paste into the YouTube search bar. Okay? Then hit enter as a result of you copying each specific YouTube title. Once you get to the YouTube title that comes up, once you get to the YouTube video that comes up in reference to the YouTube title that you copy and paste, you'll be able to see in those YouTube videos audio files of me, of certain methods being said around me that are directly connected to gang stalking. Those methods being, but not limited to, individuals being placed around me along all my routes every single day and repeating the following words in the following way: gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, gang stalker, oh my god, gang stalk, gang stalker, oh my god, gang stalk, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, being said in that way, followed up with additional words that are sprinkled onto that harassment. Those words being weird, crazy. That's right. Now, when you hear these words on these audio files that have been uploaded to specific separate YouTube videos, okay, you'll literally be able to see that this has happened to me on several occasions. Right now, in my possession, I literally have over 700 separate audio files of this happening around me, towards me, concerning me, about me, being said for me to hear. As a result, I feel stalked and ganged upon by individuals who are put along my route to repeat these words. They're called sensitization methods and organized stalking expeditions. Anyways, they also get up on the, well, I'm not even going to state that right now. Sorry about that, but anyways, just bear with me. I was going to make a statement, I decided not to. What I'm going to do right now is transfer over to you the audio of a news broadcast of another targeted individual of this crime in Santa Cruz, California, which I recently just found out they made him homeless. That's right. I want you to listen. Go to YouTube and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids. You'll see a news broadcast of a targeted individual, which means that he is a person who is a target of this crime, in reference to how he's being covered on the news as a result of him being a target of this crime. The other day, when I went to the library, I uploaded the audio of that video to this tape recorder, and you're about ready to hear it. So you can see that this criminality is happening in real time to other people, and that it's even been covered on the news. Targeted individuals like me and him have been covered on national radio shows, national TV shows, and local news broadcasts. We are also all over the internet in reference to investigative journalists writing blogs and posting things on forums and other websites that try to expose these criminalities and how they're advocating for targets of this crime. Now, you're going to hear in this audio of that YouTube video, gang stalking bullying on steroids, you're going to hear the targeted individual talk about how he's harassed everywhere he goes, even at his own home, the fact that his neighbors have been brought on board in the harassment of him using gang stalking methods. Then you're going to hear a Lieutenant Larry Richards from the Santa Cruz Police Department say that gang stalking has been going on forever and that it's even reached into the cyber world. Just listen.
Steroids. This story on our website, kcba.com. New to not, police call it bullying on steroids. We're talking about gang stalking, but it actually has nothing to do with the gangs that you first think of. Central Coast News reporter Candace Wynn learned more about the trend and how it's getting more dangerous because of the internet.
It makes me feel afraid.
Lawrence Gazzino claims his neighbors are gang stalking him because he plays loud music late at night and is outspoken. He said for the last year and a half, he's been systematically followed by a group of people. At one point, he said they climbed on his roof to harass him. Gazzino said he's developed a paranoia that's devastated his relationships with friends and, worst of all, family.
I would take action.
Santa Cruz Police Lieutenant Larry Richards said police are becoming more aware of gang stalking because of cyberbullying. But what is gang stalking? Basically, the victims could be driving their car or talking on their phones or walking the streets when a group of people try to systematically terrorize them. Richard said gang stalking is nothing new, but new technology is making it more common.
Gang stalking itself, they have elevated themselves to technology. So this is something that's been going on before the age of Facebook, Twitter, those other social websites. They just now have gone into those areas.
Gazino said he's proof that the problem isn't just online and that it can hit too close to home, a home he plans on leaving because of gang stalking.
I want to be able to go to the tennis courts and play tennis or play ping pong without people following us everywhere. It's just nerve-wracking.
I'm Candace Wen in Salinas, your Central Coast News.
If not guilty of gang stalking, the person may face criminal, conspiracy, and stalking charges, all of which are felony charges in California.
Okay, now that you heard that, this is right now some interactions that I had between me, okay, and the San Diego Police Department officers, excuse me, on October 15, 2013, when I had to call the police as a result of me being gang stalked inside the Jack in the Box off of Rosecrans and Nimitz Boulevard. There will be videos that will be in the description of this YouTube video that will show the method that I've already forementioned at the beginning of this audio video file concerning what's being said around me everywhere I go. That's right. Now, in the description of this YouTube video will be multiple YouTube titles that you can copy and paste into YouTube so you can see exactly what, in reference to what's on this audio file, what I'm telling the San Diego police that I'm experiencing concerning how, as a result of me being stalked, tracked, and surveilled in real time, they know where I'm going, where I'm at, and where I'm going to, okay, through the observation of me. Like, I can get on a bus and then get off it. They put a gang stalker on the bus who's not engaged in outward gang stalking behaviors. That person's put on the bus to observe what I'm doing in reference to when I get on the bus and when I get off it, so he can text, him or her, can text message the individuals that they're additionally using that are in cars. So they also learn your regular routes. They know that I went into this Jack in the Box every single time that I went into this area. That's right. Right up the street from my post office. That's right. Now, and then they're basically from the tracking and surveillance of a target, they know where a target's at in real time. That's how they place the crafted harassment around the target for the target to experience. You just heard it on Gang Stalking Bullying on Steroids. The audio I just uploaded, you heard that individual say that he's harassed everywhere he goes. Now, I'm going to play the audio of this interaction between me and the San Diego Police Department officers that were called by me on October 15th outside of the Jack in the Box. Once it reaches to once it reaches to a certain point, though, I got to stop it, because that's when I give the police officers my address and my social security number and my date of birth. So I can't have that on this video file. So once I reach a certain point in this video file, I got to stop it and fast forward it to the point to where that's no longer being said on the audio file. I think you understand, because identity theft is another method of these criminalities. Okay, so I want you to listen very carefully to my interactions between the San Diego Police Department officers on October 15th, 2013.
How you guys doing? I'm the one who called you. I'm the one who called you, yeah. I don't know if I should come on Jack in the Box property. The guy inside's being a total... I know. Watch my stuff. Hey, look. Have you guys ever heard of gang stalking? Nope. You're saying no too? Officer... I've heard of you before. It's like I've seen you before.
Yeah, I've been here a long time.
And what about you?
What about me, what?
Just wondering what your name is. Whitfield? Alright, sirs. I called you today. I came in here minding my own business like I do along all of my routes. Everywhere I go, every single day. Okay? I'm not mentally ill. I don't do drugs. And I'm not a threat to myself or others. Okay? I'm a target victim and activist concerning the crimes of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. As a result of being a target of this crime, I know how these crimes operate in reference to the harassment that is connected to them. So what I do, as a result of being a victim of this crime, can I reach in my pocket to get my video camera?
Yeah, whatever you need to do.
Okay. Now, one of the ways that organized stalking crews try to make targeted individuals feel like they're being stalked is by repeating certain words, phrases, or physical gestures around the targeted individual. And this is a clever way to make that person feel stalked. As a result of it, if extreme amount of repetition the target experiences, the words, phrases, physical gestures, that they sensitize the target to. So what I do in response to this harassment that I experience every single day, which I have the 700 audio files to prove it, what they do is through the tracking and surveillance of a target, they will repeat certain words or phrases around the target every day, which is what they're doing, okay? Including by getting around me, repeating in here. Let me just finish, okay? So what they do with me is get around me and constantly repeat gang stalking. And that's their way to make you feel stalked, because they got to know where you're at and who you are to do it. So this morning, before I left the specific area, I made a video, and I stated I'm getting ready to leave for the day. And I stated that I'm going to be going to certain areas, and I'm going to say, I said, let's see if gang stalking set around me once. This area I made this video file at is over 40 miles away. And I showed a picture of my cell phone, which showed the date and time. I come all the way over here, come in here, and it's set around me repeatedly in here while I'm in here. And this is not the only occasion it's happened in here, including by the employees. And I caught the words being said around me by even their employees on this tape recorder. And this tape recorder reflects a later time on the same date. The video camera shows a picture of my cell phone, which showed me making these predictions at an earlier time this morning. So how did they know I came all the way to here to repeat these things around the targeted individual, which is what they do? It's a clever way to make a person feel stalked. It's called sensitization methods. And it's basically just a way to make them feel harassed, to let them know they're being stalked by repeating the words, phrases, physical gestures, and even... Alright, so this morning... Excuse me, sir. This morning I made this video right here, and as you can see, 10:37 a.m., okay? And I'm pressing play now. So I don't know how well you can hear it. Alright, now, you might want to hold it up to your ear. Okay, well, it literally says me, that it will be set around me. And you can see the timestamp on this video. I'm going to stop it for a second. Now you can see the timestamp on the video, 10:39 a.m. And you can see the cell phone showing you 10:37 a.m. Okay? Now I came in here all the way from the area where this video file was made. Okay? And I got 700 audio files, 700 separate audio files of it being sent around me everywhere I go every day. Okay, and then this tape recorder, once I came in here, this tape recorder caught it being said in here. Again. Now, the only thing is, this is 2 hours and 17 minutes long. You got traffic. You might not be able to hear it because of the traffic. Now, he's going to call me crazy. The manager here is going to call me crazy. He's not going to admit what he did. He's never going to admit what he did. So the only
is it the same person? Is there a bunch of different people?
Well, they do use different people. That's how gang stalking works. The internet is suggesting they use union members. They can use union members, city employees, members of cults, whatever. And through the tracking and surveillance of a target, they know where a target's at in order to put this kind of harassment around me. Now, sir, I'm here to tell you, okay, all kidding aside, and there's no kidding here, that I already got numerous video files of it happening in here on previous occasions. And those video files have already been put on social platforms. Okay? I want to make a police report that this was happening to me here because he developed this, a way to, because like when you're being harassed in a place, you experience emotions.
How long were you in here?
About 30 minutes. I can show you the receipt.
No,
right, but let me.
You said if you were in here for 30 minutes. Why is there 2 hours and 15 minutes?
Because this is showing the whole time it took for me to get to this area and everything else. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop the audio file. But 70% of all targets are women. Okay, and they're involved in human trafficking. And whoever's doing it, because I've already got the video files of them saying it here on numerous occasions. Because I turned on the video camera on the numerous occasions it was happening here. I mean, you can clearly hear them. What are you gonna do?
We're gonna get your information while we're here.
Okay. Now if I can just interrupt you for 1 second, because I'm not trying to be rude by interrupting you, but see now the video camera that I showed you, on previous occasions when I've been here and it was going on around me, I covertly took out the video camera and put it on the table as it was happening. Okay? And you can clearly hear it on the video files. And they say it in specific ways, like they'll say gang stalk.
Do you have your ID there?
It's in my money belt, but I got an old Michigan one.
What's your last name?
Williams, Williams. Now I'm sure he denied it. I'm sure he did.
And your first name?
Leslie.
L-I-S.
L-E-S-L-I-E. L-E-S.
Hold on. L-E-S.
L-I-E. I mean, I have no weapons on me or anything
Do you
like
have a phone number, man?
I don't know if I'm comfortable with giving my cell phone number. It's a new cell
Do you
phone.
have an address?
Okay, now I gotta fast forward it from this point for a few seconds so I can not show my personal identification that I'm giving to the police officer. So hold on a second. Gotta turn it down. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Now, okay. Alright, now, this is a continuation of the same verbal interactions I was having with the San Diego police officers after I told them my personal information concerning my date of birth, my address, and my social security number. Just listen. It's just a continuation of the same audio file.
Now,
What color are your eyeballs?
my eyeballs are blue.
What color are you?
I'm 5'5.5".
How much do you weigh?
About 121. And you guys are claiming you never heard of gang stalking? Is that a no, sir?
Yeah, no.
You never heard of gang stalking?
Well, I don't really care to say that's the main rule.
Well, I'm coming here because basically taxpayers' dollars paid for services to be protected from criminality. And I have requested on a few occasions to make a police report that this crime's happening to me. And for some reason, the San Diego police won't do it. Now, I can only speculate why they won't do it, but proof is proof, sir. I mean, you can't get around 700 separate audio files of proof. So is there like a supervisor or somebody that I can go to show him this proof that I got, so I can get it on police report that this crime is happening to me? Because the only way that a police officer is going to be able to sit back and say, okay, that this crime is happening is for him.
Okay, here's what they're saying inside, okay? Is they're saying that you started accusing the manager of doing this gang stalking with them in there, okay? There's other people that are in there, okay, that are saying, you're yelling at them, okay? So here's the thing, is if you're going to behave that way, they don't want you to be back in here.
Okay, well, what about their
talking, okay? Because you've been doing all the talking, and you don't want to listen, okay?
No, it's not that I don't want to listen, I just, okay, listening.
Okay, so again, if you're going to be in here, if you're going to be yelling at the customers, okay, and if you're going to be throwing your things around in there, they don't want you.
I didn't throw anything in there.
Okay, I know it must be all of them that are.
Okay, so I missed that.
So what they don't want then is they don't want you back in there.
Okay, so what about the police report about me being gang stalked?
I see nothing in your evidence, and I've never heard of gang stalk.
Okay, so you're not going to make a police report concerning this. What about an incident report?
I'll give you an incident.
Okay, that'll be fine. And I wasn't throwing anything around. Is that what they told you, that I was throwing things around? Okay, so I threw a napkin in the garbage, it missed the garbage, and so they're telling you I was throwing things around. I'm sure it is. I'm all aware about what premise liability is, and if they're committing criminality, for one, they're not going to admit it because rattlesnakes don't commit suicide.
2835.
Okay, so can I get a copy of that, the yellow part to it?
No, this is saying that I came to talk to you.
Alright, well let me write this down.
Yeah, just take recording. You tape recording everything else.
Okay. So if I want to
Talk to our PERT unit.
what's that?
It's a psychological response team. If they've got talk to you and see if they can help you.
Help me with what? Help me with evidence? No, I'd rather speak with it. Oh, okay. So do you guys have a supervisor, like their name, his name, her name?
I can call you one if you need one.
No, that's okay. I just would rather have the name.
Just call in and complain.
About what?
Because I don't know who your supervisor is going to come out here.
I'm not asking anybody to come out here. I'm asking for the supervisor's name.
Supervisor to give the name.
A sergeant? Do I have a sergeant or anything like that? psychological evaluation. Okay?
Do you want to write down this number or not?
Alright, what is it?
What number do you want?
The
This number is
incident.
2835. 2835.
Alright, you guys have a nice day.
Okay, now, that was the interactions between me and the San Diego Police Department officers on October 15th, 2013. Now, fellow American citizens, fellow Californians, fellow San Diegoans, and so on and so forth. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm a target victim and activist concerning the criminal expeditions of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. Now, targeted individuals like me cannot get no help from any type. You know, when you research this crime on the internet at Google, YouTube, extensively, look at what targeted individuals are saying in their blogs and YouTube videos. You would not believe, and I'm not the only target in San Diego County. Maraj Shahan, spelled M-A-U-R-A-S-C-H-E-E-N. She's got a petition online right now. Look what she's stating in her petition. The police and the fire department being involved in the gang stalking of her. Look at how many targeted individuals signed her petition in reference to how they're being targeted in multiple different states. That's right. Then go to YouTube and Google and type in Sylvia L. Morales. She's another targeted individual in San Diego County. A Brian Tew, T-E-W is how you spell his last name. Look at what's happening to him. Total and complete craziness that's happening to him. Now, what's happening to him sounds like some of the, organized stalking expeditions have specific types of technological resources in their possession that they can utilize against targeted individuals. Now, I'm just simply saying, as a result of information being forwarded to me over time by separate targeted individuals who have literally forwarded information to me for me to look at, 3 PDF links that are on the very, very, very bottom of Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance's homepage. That's right. That's right. Beth Donahue is an older target of gang stalking here in San Diego County. You would not believe how many targeted individuals there are right now and just in San Diego County alone. Now, in closing, my name again is Leslie Williams. Please go back and listen to this video over at least 2 more times so you can slowly hear everything that audio from the news broadcast about a targeted individual being covered on the news, okay, in 2011 in Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is the county that's right next door to San Diego County. He talks about how cyber surveillance is also a method of gang stalking the police officer in that news broadcast. My YouTube videos accounts are hacked. They're hacking into my email accounts, YouTube accounts. They're editing blogs, even posting blogs that I did not make. They're adding information in blogs that I did create to make me appear like some kind of a social deviant. You would not believe the criminality that is happening to me in San Diego. So what I do in reference to exposing the crimes that are happening to me is I basically do nothing but show you that they're happening to me. And if I can just hurry up and do something here real fast. Let's see. Do I still already have it in my, let's see, 11, 1, 2, hang on 1 second. Let's see if I still got this out here. Alright, I already put it away. I just got what I'm talking about in reference to what I just put away. That incident occurred on October 15th, 2013 at a Jack in the Box at Rosecrans and Nimitz Boulevard, which is all the way over in Point Loma. I live in La Jolla, 50 miles away. It's anywhere between 30 and 45 miles away. Okay? What I just got done telling that police officer that gang stalk is being set around me everywhere I go, because it is. I have over 700 separate audio files to prove that it is. Everywhere I go, non-stop. Yesterday was November 2nd, 2013. I made a video prediction at this place before I left it yesterday to go to several different places. In the video prediction that was made by me, as a tape recorder was recording the verbal statements I was making in the video prediction, I showed a picture of my cell phone, which shows the date and the time. I stated, once I leave this area, let's see if gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, is said along my routes in that way anywhere I go. Then I left this area to go along my my routes to take care of my business. I left this area and went to a bus stop. That's right, for the 201 bus. I got on the bus, and then once I was at the bus stop, and on my way to the bus stops, I made additional statements in the tape recorder that was still running. I said, let's see if it's said along any of my routes, including the bus I'm getting ready to get on once I get to the bus stop. I get to the bus stop, I sit down, wait for the bus to come. I make additional statements that will be said on the bus before it comes. The bus arrives. As it's pulling up, I make another additional statement that it's going to be said by individuals on the bus. I then put my bike on the bus, you know, because they got bike racks on the front of a bus that you can put your bike on. I then put my bike on the bike rack. I then get on the bus, and it's continually said in that way by at least 3 separate individuals. And those 3 separate individuals were Asian. 95% of the students who are harassing me on UCSD campus, which is right up the road from the bus stop that I was at, and the bus route I got on, are Asian. In reference to the UCSD students. Sorry, I'm having one of those whiteouts. Alright, I gotta go. Look in the description of this YouTube video for YouTube titles that you can copy and paste into YouTube. Once you paste them at YouTube search box, click enter. That specific YouTube video will come up. You can then click on it in order to be able to hear audio files of what I just stated, okay, in reference to how it's being caught, being said around me in that way along all of my routes every single day. Now, the only way that they can put this crafted harassment around me it's done to remind me that I'm a victim of this crime, to make me continually feel victimized as a result of being a victim of this crime, and to make me feel stalked and harassed as a result. It's done to keep you in a constant neural mental loop about the thinking that you have in response to what you either see or hear. That's right. As a result of them, the manager of this expedition, duping mostly innocent community citizens to get around the target and harass them in specific ways. Overtly. That's right. So if you look in the description of this YouTube video, you will see numerous video files concerning audio files that have been uploaded to video files that literally show you this happening around me. And what's on the internet in reference to that undeniable proof is not even 0.001% of the proof that I have. That's right. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm a good woman. I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. Okay? I'm not crazy, I'm not mentally ill, and I'm not a threat to myself or others. But I am being provoked along all my routes as a result of being harassed every single day in this way. Because basically what they're doing is playing mental ping pong with me. I'm enjoying a quiet moment. Somebody walks by me and says, gang stalk, for me to notice, so I have thoughts concerning it. Mental ping pong. That's right. They never want you to have a minute's peace. And it's their way to overtly let you know you're being stalked as a result of constantly hearing the same exact words, statements, phrases, physical gestures, and even specific sounds. That's right. Oh, and there's another woman who's being gang stalked in San Diego County. Her name is Bonnie. Go to YouTube and type in Oceanside, California gang stalking. You'll see Bonnie's YouTube channel. They're basically gang stalking her with vehicle harassment and color harassment. And that can be Googled. Research everything I state with a mature investigative posture, and over time you will be able to complete a holistic pictorial representation in reference to how organized gang stalking expeditions operate in order to make a targeted individual feel stalked and harassed. I thank you for listening, and have a nice day.